Alright, well hello everybody, welcome back to JT's Barefoot Outdoor Adventures. Although, if you're paying close attention a little later on, you may notice I am in chore boots. Now, today's going to be a fun day. You may have noticed in the title, After the Hunt. Lately, Chox and I have been asking the universe to give us kind of interesting opportunities to learn new things that are going to be related to our life out here in the prairies and homesteading in general. And today, the universe decided to give us... just wait for it. 6 of these. Yeah, absolutely beautiful, lovely. Never had one like this before in my life, and I just don't know what to do. I am going to be me and have a little fun with it. I didn't kill these ducks, so don't get all PETA on me. And this is my first time, so please keep the snootiness to yourself. Constructive criticism is, of course, always welcome. Now, that said, looks like a pretty decent little bird. Chox and I are going to try plucking these, so we have 2 to roast. So we're going to take turns and we're going to time it, see who wins the pluck off, as it were. And we are also going to try debreasting them in 2 different styles. We've seen a very delightfully redneck version that, well, you'll just have to watch and see for yourself. And then, of course, there's a more polite and delicate version where we'll just rip it open and cut the breasts out that way. Hopefully that will work well. Either way, we are very thankful to this fine mallard and all of its fine feathered friends for their sacrifice for our educational opportunity, and we are going to do our best to share it with you. All right, here we go. Clicky. All right, so I got a duck in a bucket. I think this is our friend from the previous clip. It's hard to tell, he's not quite giving us as much sass. And it's time for the pluck off. I have never done this before.
Ooh, do we need a stopwatch?
No, it's fine, we'll time it once we get into the video editing part of things. Chox has never done this before, so a couple of first timers, like I said, be polite. And I guess it's just a matter of getting started. We watched a couple of videos about this, but I wasn't really paying enough attention. So I'm gonna start with the back hold technique and see how it goes. Starting, I don't know, count me down.
Good luck, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, floppy duck. Now, we didn't scald these or anything first because nobody in any of the videos we watched scalded them. So that may be already where we've gone a little bit wrong. But really, they're coming off pretty easy. I've never plucked anything before in my life, and I'm making quite a plucking mess here. But never been one to turn down a free meal. A starving artist and all that. It smells like duck for some reason. Alright. Apparently I should have watched a few more videos. I don't think this is going to reflect very well in my time at all. And Chox gets the opportunity of watching me struggle through this.
Advantage, right?
Yeah. Take advantage where you can find it.
You're doing a good job.
It's surprisingly easy. I'm surprised they keep these things in flight. Thinking that's the end of the breastbone there. That guy was, what, rubbing his thumb on there to...
The palm of his hand.
The palm of his hand. Well, I still have a lot more feathers to pluck. I can't get distracted by that. Because I guess I gotta take them off the back. No, this is for whole roasting, so yeah, I gotta pluck this whole thing.
Are we doing the whole thing?
We don't need to do the wings because those are coming off. But yeah, the back, front, itty bitty legs, they look like chicken wing drumettes.
You're losing some feathers.
I am losing some feathers. Let that be a warning to the geese in the field. Don't poop on my house. So yeah, maybe a larger receiving bucket would have been a good idea here too. Can't believe that one guy did this in 2 minutes. What channel was that?
I don't remember.
Some Idaho hunter and chef. You know, I think this is a haste makes waste situation. If I was just doing more controlled jerks, I would have been done this by now. It's just kind of weirding me out that 24 hours ago this sucker was flying around. I have yet to actually do any hunting out there, so I haven't really experienced any of this. I didn't grow up in a hunting family, although I had friends that grew up in a hunting family. Probably laughing his ass off if he's watching this.
Well, I think you're doing amazing for the first time, and I gotta say, I'm nervous.
You know, for such a light animal, it's starting to notice it. Feel bad about the bobbing head. I almost feel like I should have taken that off first, but
It is a really beautiful creature,
truly,
and it's gonna taste delicious.
truly. Looks like this one had some dandruff issues though. Good clean shot though.
So at this point, we're just plucking these, and then we're gonna take care of the rest of that after.
Yeah, it's just the pluck off, and then we'll clean it, gut it, take the wings off. That's why I'm not plucking them. Take the head off because I'm not plucking it. And I think we're cutting the back end off, or do I
think so.
pluck this too?
I don't know. You gotta cut around the vent.
Yeah, so I guess I need to clean that up. Oh, I'm afraid to ask what the length of this clip is.
I don't know. Oh, 5:34.
Okay, well I babbled for a couple minutes at the beginning of that, so. For a first time,
I think that's pretty fantastic.
speed-wise, I think I'm doing okay. Not very clean though, is it?
We might want to get the barrel. Well, no, because we're not plucking the rest of them.
No, we're not plucking the rest of them. The rest of them are going to be much weirder operation than this. Yeah, I recommend smooth and deliberate versus hasty grab and tug. They're so cute. So little. Quite the slice in there.
There's a lot more feathers on that than I was kind of expecting there to be.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a 1 duck per pillow ratio. I'm not so worried about feather pillows anymore, you know. Many of these ducks and geese are getting dispatched anyway, and I mean, look at all that fluff. I don't know if you ever had a feather pillow, but I like feather pillows. Nice feather duvet. And I mean, with what we're doing on, you know, the farmy stuff, we're gonna have a lot of chicken feathers eventually we have to deal with.
I'll have to check out something.
So a home stuffed duvet for the couch or something, you know. Okay, I'm gonna
say you did
throw
well.
it down and say that's effectively done. I got cleanup to do, but for timing purposes, done!
I'm coming in for a shot.
I'm naked. Oh, they're not like fish. You can't move them.
All right, good job, honey.
For official judging, the duck. If you don't like duck, you're rather stuck. All right.
Quickie.
You're live. Ish.
This is weirding me right out. Do I want this bird? I'll take this bird. Well, I got, yeah. Yeah, I'm excessively nervous about this. I've never done it either. Talk about sharing first times together. Thank you, universe. Pretty feathers. Oh, I'm thinking about that time I waxed your face. I don't know. Ah!
I still say that wasn't as bad as you make it out to have been.
It was awful.
Being attacked by the tree here.
Oh! I've stopped.
Oh, you actually started?
I took a pull.
Alright, so after the mic accident, 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, goodness.
So talk us through your experience.
It's weird. It's very soft. Like,
Pillowy?
huh?
Pillowy?
Yeah, like, it's not a horrible thing. It's not horrible.
It's just weird.
It's just really weird. I honestly can't say I ever thought I'd be plucking a duck. And thank you for this opportunity, because wow, it's so soft. We were watching a lot of cooking shows where they cook a lot of duck, and so I'm very excited about cooking this. And actually, Gordon Ramsay was going off about knowing where your food comes from. And part of me for homesteading is like, this is very important for me. My ancestors were able to do this, but this is the first opportunity that I've had to do this. So it's definitely an interesting experience. Oh, I stopped and talked. We're having a race. It's a race. It's a race. Oh, goodness. It's easier than I thought it would be, honestly. Oh, that's holding it that way is hard.
I was working against myself, was I?
Well, I'm just holding it by its tail feathers and its legs. So I guess I'm kind of pulling up as I'm pulling down, maybe?
Oh, counter leverage.
I mean, definitely, yes, having a bigger sort of receptacle for the feathers, so we're not so hunched over, would be good.
We're only plucking 2 of these 6 birds, though. So.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, for like a future experience.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I'm saying yes, I would totally do this again.
I think your bird is coming out much cleaner than mine.
Well, you said slow and deliberate was working better, so I took your advice.
Right.
And yes, dear, you were right.
Brave choice, brave choice.
Hand cramp. Okay, I thought I'd be a little bit more upset about this than I am. I can see what you mean about the dry skin and dandruff on the duck. It's so soft. It's so soft. All right, sorry duck, we're almost done here. You know, I've cooked enough chickens where it's feeling like it's just another poultry carcass. Not that I've ever plucked one. Oh, it's just so soft. How far up did you go?
Oh, about where we're going to chop it off, really.
Could we just chop that off, or did you pluck it off?
I plucked it off because, as you pointed out, we got to cut out and around the vent while we're getting out the offal.
Oh, that one's hard. Oops. Okay.
You get the legs too?
Oh. Definitely would have been easier to do sitting down, but still have some to get off. You did a much cleaner job.
I'll just lay it down beside there. There you go. Mine on the right, hers on the left. But really, not a complicated task. Alright, well, not a terribly difficult task, but a bit of a pain in the butt, which is why we're also exploring two other techniques that we've seen, because basically popular rumor has it is, as much beauty as these have to offer, the only real good meat is the breasts on these, and apparently wild geese as well. So a lot of people, and this just, I find this really hard to believe, but they kind of like stand on the tail and the head and pull it out. So we're going to try that and see how that goes. Going to follow me down here. Watching this on YouTube like I did, people were like just getting right through the skin somehow, ripping at it, getting through the fat and getting to the muscle that way. And I'm just, oh.
They're applying pressure on both sides of the breastbone to break the skin. If that makes sense to what you're doing. It looks like it's making sense to what you're doing.
Apparently, all right. So once we get that up here, bear in mind this is my first time. Those darn YouTube professionals make this stuff look so easy. Oh yeah, okay, so if you totally press right on the breastbone, it separates that skin.
Oh.
And then you can kind of peel it off ish.
Maybe you really got to give it press.
Yeah. I don't even give shoulder rubs as hard usually. Gosh.
You give good shoulder rubs.
Yeah, but not. I don't have to push this hard is my point.
Oh.
Okay, this is already significantly weirder than plucking one. Oh, we get to a point where we can just tear it though. Sort of. Incredibly sticky, the inside of a duck's skin. Who would have guessed? Alright, and then they're going to need to be cleaned up, obviously. But there's 2 fingers in under the breast. Break some stuff free there. I guess I'm going to slice that, although they were savage. Buddy just stuffed his fingers right in there, but... Okay, under the breastbone there, under the breastbone there. Okay, now this is where it gets weird. I guess stay focused on the bird. Let's go under the wing. My fingers in there. Step on the tail. I guess I get that wing out.
Oops.
Not quite as easy as they made it look on YouTube.
They did it quite swiftly.
Yeah.
How is that?
That's kind of disgusting.
Okay.
But I'm a pervert, so that might have something to do with it. Alright, I'm just going to take a knife to this and put this carcass out of its misery. An interesting sort of idea, though.
Well, I imagine doing it once or twice, you get a different feel for it, a little bit more confidence in the pull. I'm not sure I could do that right now.
Got some broken bone. It's kind of, very pokey.
Oh, be careful.
I'm trying. Oh, rip the breast.
Oh, well, use your knife.
Duck breast is a sensitive thing. I'm thinking part of that wing thing is probably you're breaking it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, over to my stump, I guess. Not a proper butcher's knife, I know. And I really should have gotten that breaker, I guess.
Do you want my cleaver?
Not clean, but faster than plucking a bird.
And that was your very first time.
Yeah.
And we saw it on YouTube.
Saw it on YouTube. Gonna be easy to get this off the breastbone.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So we'll try a proper breast deboning in a second here, I guess. Huh. Oh, you're recording now?
Oh, I didn't know if we were recording or not.
All right, so the first thing I gotta do is I gotta get this skin off again, I guess.
Well, if you're deboning it, couldn't you just slice it?
Well, I could just slice it, but I don't know. Looked like it was so much easier to do with the skin off.
That's what I mean, slice the skin down.
All right, this might get loud. You're standing on my cutting board. Sorry, guy. Oops. First time wielding the cleaver too. Ooh, look at that, knife games. Now that I've thoroughly mutilated our bird, I can stay and try and work with it with what is probably far too dull of a knife, but I did try. And then apparently it's quite easy just to follow along this bone here. But you know, they say a lot of things on YouTube are apparently quite easy. Now, don't give me too much grief about the fact that this is far from a proper butchering knife. This is a very unexpected universal surprise, as I mentioned earlier. I'm just going in there, kind of mangled it a bit.
It did make it look very easy.
Oh, I think I'm wasting some meat there. They always make it look easy. That's the thing with YouTube. But that's what encourages us to go out and try things on our own, is that they made it look so easy on YouTube. Now, I did not do this poor duck justice. And this knife is, as I said, griefably
Oh, we can clean it up
dull.
inside.
But there's one mangled breast. Let's see if I can do a better job on the second one. So I'm going to just go right in. Gentle sort of cuts along that bone. Tell you, this experience is already selling me on the value of getting proper butcher's knives for when we have to dispatch our chickens, because it turns out these will not do.
That and a proper work table would be good too.
Well, I found that Formica table in the shop, or the shed. But where to put it, where to put it.
Then they also said to feel it out for making sure there's no little pieces of shot in there.
Yeah, once we get to actually cleaning this. And you can see the shots went through it there, but I don't feel anything in it, so might be inside the lungs. Alright, so there we have our two breasts. Seems like a shame to just throw those away.
It's a little like a chicken wing.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have brought out those chicken scissors.
Those where's my money chicken fingers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I did that quite right, but it's a cute little
It is a cute little drumette.
It's a gentleman at work. He used to be the butcher. I'm sure he'd be laughing his ass off at me right now. But that's cool. If y'all are amused, entertained, educated. I'll take any of them. I don't care.
Put that. This has been quite a learning experience for us, though, and being the absolute first time, we know it's not perfect, but at
Not
the same
even
time,
close.
we thought we'd share the moment with you so that hopefully, you know, like it'll give you a little bit of courage to try it for the first time.
Take a more savage approach to this one.
Yes. And there's lots of really good recipes online too for duck. And if you look at fancy restaurants, they charge an arm and a leg for a plate of duck. So
I'm very grateful for this duck that we received. I tell you what, I wish I was doing them justice, but it's the first time.
but it's part of learning, right? So don't be afraid to learn, even though it's not going to be perfect. Nice. How was that, love? To the camera.
It's not too bad. I feel like I like I said, I could have done this bird more justice, I think, if I had spent previously on some quality knives, and I think it is time to do that. But
Yes, I agree.
considering the tools I had at hand and it needed to be done now, I think that's all right. I think we did all right.
Doing okay.
Doing okay.
All
Want to
right.
wash my hands.
You did a very good job. I'm very proud of you.
All right, well, hopefully this has all worked out for the best and I can get the video put together out of this. It's been a very interesting experience. Thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, constructive criticism is welcome. Keep in mind, this is my first time. I just watched some videos about this like half an hour before we started. So yeah, I'm a YouTube viewer too. Bear with me. All right, take care everybody. Shoot straight, play safe, be thankful for what you get, and try and do it justice. Take care everybody.